Hey again, it's Christina from Sunshine and Flora. It is the third week of May, and the last couple weeks I have been harvesting tulips like crazy. So I thought that this would be the perfect time to do a video to show you how I store my tulips and also what I'm planting for next year. Yes, I already know all of the varieties that I'm planting for next year. With tulip bulbs, you order your bulbs when you actually are growing this year's tulips. So I have placed all my orders for next year. I have gotten all the order confirmations, and so as of right now, I hopefully will be getting everything I ordered. Now that can obviously change going into fall and spring. There can be crop failures and other things that can come into play, but I ordered well enough that I should be set for next year already. So first I want to show you the tulips that I have harvested because I have a fridge full. I want to show you how I'm storing them, and then I will go through all of the varieties that I'm planting next year. So let me take you into my utility room and show you all the tulips that I'm currently storing. Okay, so this is where most of my tulips are stored. I do have one more little refrigerator, one of those like dorm size refrigerators. It does have one big bucket full. That is in another spot. That was the only fridge that I had last year to store flowers. I recently acquired this fridge from a friend who just wanted it out of their garage. You know, it doesn't hold a ton, but it holds about 6 times of what I had last year. So let's open it up and I'll show you what I currently have inside. All right, there they are. So these are all of the tulips that I have ready to go for tomorrow's bouquets. Tomorrow I'm going to be cutting the bulb off of these right away in the morning and hydrating them. I want them to be able to hydrate for 4 to 5 hours before I start making bouquets out of them. And then I actually have about 3 or 4 orders already for pickup on Friday. I am taking a big delivery to a bakery that is about 25 minutes away from me. That is a new partnership that I am really excited for this year. I probably will do a video on when I'm making all these bouquets and delivering them this week. But I'm partnering with this bakery so she can carry my flower bouquets. And then I have a party this weekend that I am making bouquets for. And then whatever I have left, I'm going to advertise that I have bouquets for sale. So it's going to be a very busy week. But as far as how I store these tulips, now I like the temperature of my fridge around 38 degrees. If I look right now, it says 37.4, so pretty darn close. And all of these tulips have the bulb attached. To get the longest life out of your tulips when you pull them out of the ground and put them in a cooler, you want the bulb attached because the bulb is what gives the tulip its nutrients. So let me just pull a couple out of here. So this is what they currently look like in the fridge. And these are actually pretty sturdy. These were just pulled out of the ground yesterday. Some of these, you know, more towards the bottom were pulled a few days ago. So when I pull them out, they may flap down. But once you cut the bulb off and hydrate them, they actually get perfectly straight up and down and stiff again, and they look just like they were pulled out of the ground. So this is the way that flower farmers store their tulips. You use something to loosen the soil, you pull the tulip out with the bulb, and put it right in the fridge. Now, some people store them standing up, which is how I actually started doing it about a week and a half ago. I since then changed to laying them down, and I decided that just worked better for me. So I have cardboard in here to extend the shelf length because I don't want my tulips, the tops of them bending down. So I put a piece of cardboard here to extend the shelf length. This also catches a lot of the dirt that's falling off the bulb. I'm laying them down. Tomorrow I'll pull them all out, cut the bulb off, put them in water, and they will be good to go. And you can tell I'm harvesting these when they're just starting to open. You know, some of these doubles, they are just barely popping open. And some of the singles that I have, like here's a good one. Like this, oh, that one doesn't even have a bulb. There might be a few in here without a bulb. This variety is just starting to color up. That is a perfect stage to harvest a single. Doubles, you want just a little bit more open. This one actually is a little far open when I harvested it, but you know, it's okay if I have 1 or 2 of these in a bouquet, because then they have one that's a little more open and the others will gradually open as they have the bouquet. All right, so that is how I store my tulips. Now I'm going to share with you all of the varieties that I'm growing for the 2023 season. So like I mentioned before, I have already ordered all of my tulips for the 2023 growing season, and I will put links in the description to this video of where I ordered them from. Most of them are coming from a company called LeoBerbee. I do have some coming from Onings, and then I also have a few coming from DutchBulbs.com. Dutch Bulbs is one that anyone can order from. Those I ordered some single mixes, some that I have growing right now that I really liked. The other 2 companies are wholesale companies that you have to apply to order from. So you have to be a legitimate business with a tax ID number, a legitimate cut flower grower or flower farmer to be able to order from these companies. So I've been keeping a nice little file so far of what I've been ordering. Oh, I forgot to mention, I do also have an order coming from a Facebook group. If you are a gardener or a cut flower farmer, you can join this Facebook group. It is called Wholesale for the Small Scale Gardener. A lot of my tulip bulbs that I got this year came from this group. It's run by a guy named Jake. He does an amazing job. I will put the name of it in the description to this video also. So make sure to check out that group. He sells anything from bulbs to seeds to perennials, anything. And you can buy really small quantities to try them out. So it's a really good resource. And as I go through these, I will put pictures up on the screen of all the varieties so you can see exactly what I am growing. So I'll start off with the bulbs that I have put in an order for on Jake's group. So I have 50 of Apricot Impression, which is one I grew this year and loved. I have 100 of Finola. I have 50 of Jumbo Beauty, 50 of Miranda. I have 50 of Queen of the Night, which I'm growing this year and love it. It's a beautiful, super deep purple. It has really long stems. It's a great one. I have 100 Twilight Princess, 125 Negrita Double, 75 Avignon Parrot. I have 100 of Bella Blush. I have 50 of Goudo Double, 50 of Black Hero, and 200 of Renown Unique. Now you'll notice with this order I have quite a variety of quantities. Some I even have 50 because I wanted to try them out. That is the good thing about this Facebook group. You can order as few as 25 when you're ordering bulbs. But like Renown Unique, I know I really loved that one this year, so I put in 200. Now these again are not totally guaranteed, but last year I did end up receiving most of the bulbs that I put in an order for. So the next order that I want to share from you is from a company called Onings. And this order, you'll see I have much larger quantities. They have a minimum order quantity that you have to place because they are a wholesaler. So I have 300 of each of these. I have Akebono, Backpacker, and Columbus. And then I have just 100 of La Belle Epoque, which if you grow tulips, you know that that is a really popular variety with florists and sometimes a hard variety to get your hands on. I put in for 300 of those. I've already been knocked down to 100. So hopefully I do receive those 100 because that would be a really exciting variety for me to grow. I do also want to add that before placing these orders, I did a lot of research this year. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I took the Flora online class this winter, and they have a lot of information in that online class about growing tulips. I also had been doing a lot of other research and watching other flower farmers do their posts last year and see what varieties that I liked the look of. So this year, the flowers that I'm growing, I didn't really have much experience when I placed those orders. So some were shorter than I wanted, some I didn't really like how they bloomed out, some didn't work at all, and some were awesome. All of the varieties that I am ordering for 2023 are legit popular varieties that cut flower farmers grow. What I'm growing this year, I didn't really do a lot of research. What I'm growing next year, I did a ton of research. So it will be really fun to see the difference from year to year. Okay, enough of that. So the next order that I want to share from you is my order from LeoBerbee, which is the company that I ordered most of my tulips from. And I actually put in a few different orders. I have one big order that went right away when their sales opened up because I knew I wanted to make sure to get those tulips. And then I put in a couple small orders later after I decided I wanted to add more. So these are all sets of 100, unless I say different. So I have Apricot Impression again, Foxy Foxtrot, Copper Image, Freeman, Charming Beauty, which is supposed to be one of the most popular cut flower tulips, and it's also supposed to have very, very tall stems, Angelique, Orange Princess, which will be something completely different than anything that I grew this year. I have Cummins, which is a really pretty purple fringed variety. I have Sensual Touch, which is a terrible name, but a really beautiful tulip. Then I have the Amazing Parrot. I have the Super Parrot and the Avignon Parrot. And then these next four, I'm going to be doing a little bit of an experiment over the winter that I will be sharing with you guys at a later date. But these next four tulips are for that experiment. I have Christmas Dream, White Prince, Gabriella, and the last one is Lean van der Mark. So I'm excited about those four. I will share that with you in the coming months. Okay, so the next order that I put in with LeoBerbee is 5 different varieties. These are also sets of 100. Actually, no. These first 2 are sets of 100. I have Icon, which I am so excited to grow. And then I put in for more Super Parrots. And then these next 3 are varieties of 200, which I also have set aside for a special project that I will be sharing in the coming months. I have Sunny Prince, Apricot Beauty, and White Prince. Okay, then this last order is 4 more varieties. These are each a set of 100. I got 100 more of Icon because I decided I wanted more. I have 100 of Avant Garde, which is an early yellow tulip. I have a King's Blood, and then the blue Amable. Amable? Not sure how to say that. That is more of kind of a bluish purple, which I think will be really pretty. Okay, then the last tulip orders are some that I just put in a couple days ago, so I'm just gonna look on my phone for these. And a lot of these are single varieties. As I was making my bouquets the last couple weeks, I realized that I really love the specialty varieties like the doubles and the parrots and the fringe, but I also love a mix of singles in there because it just adds a whole nother texture. So most of these are single varieties. These come from DutchBulbs.com, and this just says quantity 2, but I think they're sets of 50. So I have 100 of Flaming Flag, which is a striped white and purple variety that I actually just harvested this week, and I really, really like it, so I needed to get more of those. Then I got a set of, I think this is a 100 set of a tulip mixed mid-season bloomer. So this will be all single tulips in a mixed color variety. And then I got 50 of the black parrot tulip, which I think will add a really good contrast in the bouquets. And then I placed another order because I decided I needed more. So I have the Darwin Hybrid Tulip White Clouds. I have Menton. I have the Negrita. I have the Pastel Mayflowering Tulip Mix, which I grew this year and it was very pretty. I put in some more Queen of the Night. And then the last one is called Salmon Impression. So those are all the tulips that I have ordered for 2023. If I counted correctly, I have between I should have between 4,000 and 5,000 tulips, which is over double what I have this year. But I'm partnering with that bakery. I hope to set up another partnership yet this summer with another business. So next year for tulips, I hope to have 2, maybe 3 businesses I'm partnering with to do deliveries, plus all my custom orders, plus some pop-up bouquet bars maybe. I don't know, the opportunities are endless. So I just want to make sure that I have enough bulbs ordered for next year for everything that I really, really want to do. So anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how I store my tulips and what I am ordering for next year. Make sure to check out these companies because they all still do have some tulip varieties available. So if there's something that you liked on this video, make sure to go to their website and put in an order for it. And stay tuned for a lot more tulip harvesting, bouquets, and an entire season of cut flower gardening. We'll see you soon.